Will you fall off because you're tired? Will you fall off because you're bored? Will you fall off out of weakness? Or will you fall off due to lack of focus? Or will you fall when you're ripe? This is a big difference. A fruit should fall when it's ripe. So it should be with a human being. You should detach from life when you're fully ripe, not halfway down because of ill health, or because of virus, or because of rigors of life, or you worried yourself to death. One must understand, if you're exuberant, joyful and wonderful, your immune system will function much better than when you're worried and distressed. It's a simple thing. Well, will we be able to 100% contain this virus from entering our homes and our bodies? We do not know. We are making an attempt. But this much we can do, that we remain as dynamic as the virus. It's very dynamic, it's doing its job really well. We must do ours very well as human beings. One fundamental thing is to keep this life exuberant and alive. It may find expression in the form of joy, in the form of love, in the form of meditation or ultimate stillness. But this life should be kept exuberant, not depressive at a time like this, at all times. But now it will have a consequence, a positive or negative consequence depending upon how you are. Of course, there will be people who say, this is not science. Of course, there is no definition of what is joy, what is health in any science book. But people are joyful, people are healthy, at least some are. Others are giving commentaries about it. It's okay? But this is something that every one of you must strive, especially now. You don't have much work to do. We have a lot of work to do here. Only thing is we are not traveling. But those of you who are homebound because your office, your business and other things are closed down, I know it has economic consequences, various social consequences. Keep that aside right now, because economy, society and many other structures in the world are all created for this life's well-being. Keep this well, alive, exuberant, joyful. Your body's ability, if not ward off, at least to fight, will be in a much better state. This much everybody must do. Rest of it is left to various situations. Not just about you, how everybody else behaves is also going to affect you. So all that may not be 100% in your hands, but keeping yourself well, keeping yourself as alive as you can keep yourself is most important. This you must do because this is in your hands. Say everything is looking fantastic out here, but the world is not well. At least the human beings are not well. Well, a certain number of human beings are already ill. Unfortunately, in some countries, the leaders in the nation are being hit. Especially in UK, unfortunately, the Prime Minister has been moved into the ICU. This is not good because this could cause a huge depressive mood in the nation when they see top-line leadership goes down in some way. That could affect the whole nation. So it's very important the leaders must stay healthy and remain an inspiration for everybody. But unfortunately, it's happened in a few countries. This has gone a little extreme. Even the tigers in the zoo are getting it. Well, that brings another dimension to the whole virus business. Till now everybody tried to believe, tried hard to believe. It is only from human being to human being. It will not happen any other way. Now those of them who were playing with the pets, pets were keeping people happy. Now that also becomes suspicious, your dog becomes a suspicious character, your cat definitely belongs to the big cat family. Now that the tiger, one of the most ferocious cats that you can find on the planet, or the most ferocious cat you can find, now it started coughing. Now it brings a whole new dimension to handle. If animals around us start getting it, well, what we cannot do to human beings, we will start doing to the animals. A lot of them will be put to sleep, all these problems will come and human beings will suffer from all these things. I'm saying there are many dimensions to this, we don't know how it'll play out. But at the same time, we have repeatedly been saying, with conscious, responsible action, we can contain it. Obviously, we cannot prevent it, we can slow it down. But if a vehicle moves fast, it will reach its destination quickly. If it moves slow, it'll take a long time. Right now we are slowing down. Well, a few states in the country, in India, have already taken this stance. Even without a central government's directive, by themselves they have decided they will extend the lockdown. Maybe with mild modifications, but they will extend the general lockdown, particularly travel aspect of it, mass transport aspect of it will remain for sure. So, at the right moment, I'm sure, this will come from the central government also. So I'm saying many of us will be homebound for much longer unless you are in specific type of activity or industry. So it's time that you invest in your well-being of this life, because after all, our work, our wealth, our business, our social interactions were all essentially towards one's well-being. So let us focus on that, because human well-being, your sense of well-being comes because you're peaceful, you're joyful, you're loving, you're feeling wonderful. That's well-being. And all human experience comes from within you. This is the time to understand and get some mastery over this aspect. There are many aspects already available. What we can transmit directly cannot be done right now, but whatever directions we can give online, many are there, we could provide many more. If you have any specific needs, we can do that. But the important thing is make use of this time, because never again you may get another time, hope you will not, unless you consciously choose. Never again in your lifetime you may get 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks of time just for yourself. This happens only in the life of serious spiritual seekers. Now, nearly 2/3 of the world has this opportunity. This is a good time. Well, this is all the choice we have. That is, what the world throws at us is not always our choice. What we make out of it is 100% our choice. This should become a time of rejuvenation. This should become a time of heightening the value of your life. This should become a time where you truly enhance the quality of who you are as a life, as a being and as a person too. Let's make this happen.
எல்லாருக்கும் வரமளித்த வாழ்வே என் சத்குருவே, கண்ணே கருத்தே கருத்திலுறும் நற்கனியே, விண்ணே ஒளியில் நின்ற விளைவே என் சத்குருவே.